Or hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I am bringing you another just unbelievably insane nuclear. That's right, my second legit nuclear, okay? And that's why you are seeing what you're seeing right now. So if you guys are new to the channel, you won't understand what you're seeing here, but you're probably wondering, where's the gameplay tabs? What am I watching? I'm just watching you go through calling cards. What you are seeing is my search prior to the game. Because again, I like to let you guys know, well, you guys who are currently here on the channel, have been with the channel and have seen like my previous gameplay, you guys know I like to keep it legit here. And I want to show you guys everything that goes into these gameplays. I want to show you guys that I do not reverse boost, I don't cheat, I don't mess with the matchmaking in any way, shape or form. But here is a legitimate nuclear, and what you're seeing is the search to prove to you guys that I don't join with a bot account. There's no level 1 that's, I join or anything like that. I legitimately search these games, go into these lobbies, and just randomly seem to be dropping nukes at the moment. Now, this is only my second nuke, but it's just unbelievable to me. I didn't think I'd be getting any nukes at this point in the game, especially with how skill-based matchmaking this game is. And as you can see, there are some high-level people in this lobby. There are some questionable people in this lobby. I didn't get a chance to check these KDs, except for the level 1000, because I was quite interested. His KD was about a 1.8, so you can check that as well. And again, I will leave a link in the comment section below to my COD tracker, so you guys can see that I don't drop 0 in 100 games. I don't go and sit there and reverse boost for 6 games in a row just to get this one gameplay. And you're going to see in this game as well, I think there's a few kill cams that will showcase to you guys that these people on the enemy team are not bots. As you can see, I'm facing the level 1000. The Queasy guy is also with that guy, so there are a party of 2 and stuff. There's nothing fishy about this gameplay. That's what I want you guys to know. There is nothing that I do to mess around with the matchmaking in any way, shape or form. This is a legitimate nuclear gameplay. And I think that adds to the fact of how good this gun is. And what gun are we talking about today? The GROZA Assault Rifle, okay? Brand new AR to the game. Free, of course. All you have to do is just level up the pass. Well, the free pass to, I think it's rank 30. I think this is the rank 31. And yeah, it's a pretty good assault rifle. And one thing for me is, I can't believe I've dropped 2 nukes now. And the thing is, they've both been with the new guns. So I don't know if that proves that the AR and the new SMG are pretty OP or pretty good in my opinion. I don't know, but as you saw previous to this game though, I was messing around with this class setup, as in like I was just like leveling this gun up. That's all this was, I was just recording just in case something happened, like for instance this, some things just luckily happen, and this gameplay managed to somehow happen itself, which by the way is a 52-9 gameplay as well. I forgot to add that. So not only is it a nuclear gameplay, it is a 52-9 gameplay, which I think in my opinion could have been a lot better. But I would say I kind of like dropped the ball a bit in the second half. You'll see in the first half of this domination game, I do drop the nuke in the first half of the game. You're actually seeing right now is the streak of the nuke. But yeah, I think I start the game like 36-1 or something. Second half of domination, I do kind of lose the plot a bit. I did kind of almost just get too like carried away with the fact that I dropped a nuke, So it happens. It could have been a better game than what it was. But I was just so happy to drop a nuke. I couldn't believe it. But yeah. You probably saw from my attachments, they weren't the most insane attachments, and I'm going to say it again, this is not a best class setup, but what this can be for you guys, if you guys are loving this gun up, because one thing I'll say with this gun, which in my opinion is a bit different to the previous gun I did, which is the SMG obviously, being the Mac 10. The Mac 10 was pretty good out of the box, there are attachments that make that gun a lot better, like reducing the vertical recoil, because obviously quite a lot of vertical recoil. But the GROZA out of the box is not the greatest gun in the game. It's a bit wonky, it's a bit all over the place. It's a bit difficult to use, and especially when you think of coming up against people who are going to be using a fully kitted XM4, fully kitted Krig. It's quite difficult, and I did struggle a bit when leveling this gun up, because again, when you're facing people with better guns than yours, the GROZA does not compete until you get a few attachments for it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about the attachments here, because I showed you guys the little previous bit, again the search, which should showcase to my attachments, but if you guys didn't catch it, what I was using on this class was a microflex LED for the sight, the muzzle being the Spetsnaz compensator, which is the plus 12% vertical recoil control, so that gives you 12% better vertical recoil control. The barrel being the GRU composite, and I'll explain that because there are two. This is a very weird one. This is a attachment I haven't seen on any other gun yet, but it has a plus 25% effective damage range and a plus 25% bullet velocity with no downsides. So I thought this was a worthwhile attachment, especially compared to the other damage range improvement attachment. So I'll talk about that and why I chose that. And then next up, we move to the handle, all the way down to the handles, which is the speed grip, plus 10% aim down sight time. The reason I didn't go for the Serpent grip is because the sprint out time, making the sprint out time on this is going to be horrendous, okay? You need to get to the next part, which is the stocks, and start getting to the Spetsnaz or that, what is it, the KGP pad, if you want to start like adding sprint time back on this. Because if I put on the Serpent Grip, which is the plus 25% aim down sight time, you lose 10% sprint to fire time, and that makes the sprint to fire time a 439 millisecond sprint to fire time. And this gun is not really a gun that, you know, plays to distance gunfights. It can do distance quite well, but this is definitely a close quarters, medium range assault rifle in my opinion. As you can see, we're on the 28 already. I don't know how I did this, I just absolutely went off. And again, I think my streaks played a part. I do think the streak setup of counter UAV, War Machine and the Harp is just an unbelievable setup. You know, you saw this from my previous gameplay, and as you can see, we just get it, okay? I was fighting for that last kill. I did know what streak I was on, so I just tried to make sure that I got that one kill. And as you can see, we got it. We got the 30 kills. We got the second nuclear somehow, some way, legitimately, okay? I want to emphasize that because we don't do that. We don't do no reverse boosting, no joining bot accounts, no manipulation of the game, nothing. This is all legit. It's just searching, just playing, and it's just happening for me. I don't know if it's just my year with this game. I don't know, but it's happening for me. I don't know if I'm actually really good at this game. I don't know. But anyway, let's get back into talking about the gun. And then finally, we move into the stock, which is the tactical stock. I am using the aim walking movement speed, which is the tactical stock, the one you first unlock, which gives you a plus 20% aim walking movement speed and takes up to 4.87 from 4.06. It's a little bit of a better increase, but it's realistically an attachment you need to use until you start getting towards the bottom two stocks, which is the ones I'm trying to work on. I'm still leveling the gun up at this moment, because again, weapon progression is quite slow in this game. But yeah, so that's the attachments I was using this for the gameplay. One thing I'll say again, those are not the best attachments for this gun, but if you guys want to know what attachments I was using for this game, in case you want to try out yourself, if you fully level up this gun, there's definitely a lot more better attachments, and you guys should probably know that. For instance, with the stocks, the bottom two stocks I would 100% recommend using over the stock I'm currently using. Again, it's just because it's the only thing I realistically have unlocked. The speed grip is a pretty good attachment in my opinion. That might be one that you guys might stick with. But I will talk about the barrels, because this is quite an interesting one. Now, I haven't obviously got to the bottom one, which I still don't think is that great, actually, to be honest. So, for here, I do think you should be using the GRU composite, the 16.2 GRU composite, just because I know it's only plus 25% for the effective damage range and bullet velocity, but that does take it up to a 47.63 damage range and an 812.5 millisecond, I don't even know what meters per second bullet velocity, which is quite enough. You know, that's perfectly enough. That's good range, that's good bullet velocity. You're not going to have any of that, like, you know, trying to track your target and, like, have to shoot in front of your target to be able to hit your shots. That's going to be perfectly enough for multiplayer. You're never going to have an issue, you know, keeping your shots on a target at distance. It's not going to be an issue. So yeah, I would definitely go with that. With no downsides, I don't see why you wouldn't use this. Because the VDV Reinforced, yes, has 100% effective damage range, taking it up to 76.2, and has a 910 meters per second. I believe that's what that's supposed to be for bullet velocity, the values there. But the cons of it being a 4% sprinting move speed, which isn't the biggest thing in the world, but the 20% aim walking movement speed reduction. This gun doesn't have great aim walking movement speed. And in general, assault rifles in general do not have great aim walking movement speed. So personally, I would avoid this. Yes, the damage range is nice. The bullet velocity being a lot better is nice as well. But to have an attachment that comes with 25% bonuses on your effective damage range and your bullet velocity with no downsides, this is the barrel you should be using, 110%. Even if you get the bottom barrel, which is the CMV mil spec, definitely be using the GRU composite. That's my ultimate. I believe that's the best attachment. And then the muzzle, again, Spetsnaz compensator. I'll probably be using that even when I unlock, well, the bottom one is a GRU suppressor, so I won't be using that. Spetsnaz compensator is definitely the best compensator, or the muzzle in my opinion. And then the optic, again, this is all personal preference, but I prefer the Microflex LED. If you like the mil-stop reflex, it's up to you, you can use that. You also might not look using a sight on this, because this does have decent iron sights, I'd say. But I just feel like it does need a sight, just that little bit. I think the iron sights are a little bit too clunky, from my opinion. It can be used like an SMG, in my opinion, like in a decent way. So you could possibly get away with using the iron sights if you can kit it out to be like an SMG. But personally, I like using it as what it is. You know, it's kind of an SMG AR hybrid, in my opinion. So I use the Microflex LED. But yeah, as you guys have seen, we dropped the nuke. Legitimately. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, in the comment section, will be my card tracker, so you guys can go check every single game I played, my stats, everything, and see there's nothing fishy going on, no reverse boosting, none of that. I did my previous video pretty much ranting about having to prove legitimacy of my gameplay because of how YouTube is, and I understand some of you guys will question this sort of gameplay because of how, you know, people have been going about getting gameplays on YouTube. You know, I've even searched on YouTube myself to see what other people were doing when it came to nukes, and a lot of people reverse boosting. So I want to showcase to you guys that I'm not like that. I don't do that sort of thing. I'm massively against it in my opinion anyway. So yeah, and not only that, obviously you guys saw my search, so you guys can see I don't join a bot account. And just want to showcase to you guys that every gameplay from here on out, you know, for the whole year, just any gameplay you ever see on this channel is legitimate, and that will be a continuing trend throughout the year. But yeah, so as you can see, we're 49-8. We did drop the ball again. Like I said, I didn't do as great in the second half. I did struggle a bit. The other team may have been cooking me a little bit, to be honest. But I got the nuke. That's all that mattered to me, to be honest. I got the nuke. The team got the dub. That's pretty much all that was needed to be done, really, in my opinion. And yeah, so yeah, I can't believe it. Second nuke. I don't know what's going on. Something crazy has happened. Maybe I'm just really good at this game. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to leave you with the rest of the gameplay now. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's absolutely insane nuclear gameplay. Sorry, I'm going to lose my voice there. Absolutely insane nuclear gameplay. Again, 52-9 game. Not the most insane scoreline there, 52-9. It's still a pretty decent scoreline, especially with skill-based matchmaking in this game. But yeah, I'll leave you the rest of the game. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's class up. Give it a shot. Obviously, this isn't the best class up for this gun, but definitely give it a shot. It's definitely a solid assault rifle. Make sure you level up and get this gun. Definitely one of the best guns in the game. Not the best gun in the game. Definitely not the best assault rifle in my opinion. I think the Krieg just about outdoes it. But it's still a top tier weapon in my opinion. So definitely give it a shot. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.